So here's the picture. Um, but let me see if I can make a point. I figure even terrible picture is better than having. So, with Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Seventh Day Adventists, pretty much any Adventist, but let's just take Mormons. It's more the same. How do you interpret Scripture? Well, you do what every single Christian or Jew has ever done since Scripture existed. Whether you think that's at Mount Sinai or um, when the kingdoms split, or before the split of the kingdoms, or under Gideon, or hey, let's put it at the latest at 367 AD, the 39th Paschal letter. AD 367, 39th Paschal letter of Athanasius of Alexandria. From before then and on, how Protestant, Roman Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, Eastern Church, Oriental Orthodox, uh, Lutheran, Baptist, Pentecostal, even the churches that have been separated from every other Christian church, like in Ethiopia or in, on the Malabar coast in Goa, um, in India, or even in Pitcairn Island, um, when they were 30 years away from the next uh, people. There was no other people. What happens is that you read scripture, you read the Bible, and what you understand is the obvious parts, the parts that there's almost no dispute about. You pick up a book, okay, I can understand this and this and this and this and this. It seems very self-evident. And then you get to these strange parts, and you go, I should use the clear parts uh, to interpret the not so clear parts of Scripture. It's the same thing as reading a newspaper. You come across a word that you don't understand in a newspaper. Um, you use the obvious to interpret the the not so obvious. Now, every form of Christianity does this. Even the ancient Aryans did this. But it seems that with the cults, especially the Mormons, they take what's obvious and say, no, that can't be interpreted until we interpret that which is not obvious at all. And then once they interpret the very questionable, rare, non-obvious parts and build an entire doctrine, all these different doctrines and dogmas about it, then they go back and they see the very obvious and clear parts and say, well, they were mistranslated and they don't make any sense. And that's how you get Mormonism, because throughout the whole scripture, there's only one God. He is not a man. He never was a man. There are no other gods except him. and he created the world out of nothing. Mormonism rejects this. Man will never become God. Mormonism rejects this. Peace to you, and hope I enlightened you on use exegesis. They don't. They use